is one of the very best times of the year to grow arugula in your garden, and arugula happens to be one of the top 10 hardy greens. Now, hardy greens are the greens that can take a frost and keep on growing, and they are perfect for fall and winter gardens. All you need to grow hardy greens is a few unique garden tools and a few new garden skills. So today I'd like to share with you the 7 keys to successfully growing fall arugula. Hello, my name is Lynn Gillespie, and I'm an organic farmer, and I've been growing hardy greens 52 weeks of the year in the Rocky Mountains for over 35 years. Now, I grow hardy greens through wind, rain, snow, and below 0 degree Fahrenheit weather. And I love to grow arugula through the cold season, and you can learn how easy it is to grow arugula too. Let's get started with key number 1. All right, key number 1 is what variety to grow. So the hardiest arugula variety I have grown is Astro arugula, and we grow this arugula year-round with amazing production any time of the year. All right, key number 2 is timing. For the fall garden planting, you will want to get your arugula established before it gets too dark and too cold. Now, if you live in zones 3 and 4, you'll want to plant your fall arugula the first week of September to get it established before you start getting a hard frost. For zones 5 and 6, you'll want to get your arugula planted the second week of September to get it established before it gets too cold. For zones 7 and 8, you will want to get your arugula planted the third week of September. You will need to get past some of the summer heat for the best success, but you'll want to get them planted before the day length gets too short. For zones 9 and 10, you have a great opportunity to grow some amazing arugula all winter long. You know, it's best to get your arugula planted the 4th week of September if the summer heat has subsided. So if not, then plant the first week of October. So our goal here is to get the arugula in before the days get too short and after the summer heat has gone. All right, key number 3 is location. Now, the sun will be very low in the sky during the cold months, so you'll want to grow your cold season arugula in full sun. So if you don't have a garden spot that is in full sun, see if one of your neighbors has the perfect location. You know, they might even want to grow some arugula with you. All right, key number 4 is plant spacing. I like to harvest small leaves, not tough big leaves. So I plant my arugula in tight spacing to keep the leaf size down. I like to plant the seeds every ½ inch down the row with the rows 3 inches apart. So this is really tight, but it makes some nice small leaves instead of ginormous leaves. All right, key number 5 is water. This is a major key. If the plants are too wet, they can rot off at the soil level and become waterlogged and freeze harder. So it's important to only water them when needed. So sometimes I will water my winter arugula only once a month. And if you're not sure if the plants need water, then just go ahead and skip it. You're going to be really surprised as to how long they can go without watering. Key number 6 is fertilizer. Arugula is not a very heavy feeder, especially in the winter. So I'll feed the bed with a ½ inch of compost and a sprinkle of organic fertilizer before I plant, and then I don't have to feed the garden the rest of the growing season. So they'll just grow along without any extra food. So before we get to the last key, I'd like to invite you to enroll in our Hardy Greens e-course if you want to learn more skills about growing the top 10 hardy greens. In this course, you can learn when to start your top 10 hardy greens in your location for the best success, which varieties of hardy greens grow well and which ones will not, what soil the hardy greens will grow best in and how to create that soil, and how to keep your greens growing when the temperatures dip to 0 degrees, and how to make an easy protective structure for your greens, how to use cheater heaters to get your plants through the coldest nights, and how to enhance the antifreeze system in your plants so they can survive the cold. And there's so much more to learn. So if you want to check out that course, go to our website, thelivingfarm.org/hardy-greens-ecourse. And for anybody interested, there's a $30 coupon code in the description below so you can get a discount off the course. All right, key number 7 is protection. For a lot of us who get snow in the winter, we'll need to keep the plants covered so that they can be a little bit warmer and keep the ground from freezing. So you'll need 3 layers. The first is a rigid structure to keep your covers off the plants. I use a low tunnel or a cold frame. Next is an insulative layer, and last is a waterproof cover. So it's important to keep the insulative cover dry, and when we use these 3 layers, you can protect your plants down to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. If you need to protect your plants down to 0 degrees, we teach those skills in the Hearty Greens eCourse. Arugula is one of the best hardy greens to grow in the fall and the winter, and with just a few garden tools and a few new skills, you can grow arugula during the cold season too.